Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the road trip ready trivia quiz made to be played in the car. Today's episode is number 780, the category Friday Night Pub Quiz number 7. This is a 21 question, random knowledge, varying difficulty, maximum fun trivia quiz. There's 20 questions up front. There is a question 21 tiebreaker at the end of the episode if you need to stick around for that. Thank you for watching. Make sure you follow along. Subscribe here on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook. All right, now let's get started with question number 1. His books focus on Jack Ryan, who rises from CIA analyst to become the president. The video games Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six are by his company. What is the name of this author of The Hunt for Red October and Op Center? The answer is Tom Clancy. Question number 2. Examples include limestone, coal, gypsum, and shale. What is the name for this type of rock that is formed when other rocks are weathered or eroded and the soil is redeposited by the weather? We're looking for the general name for this type of rock. The answer is sedimentary. Question number 3. A triangle with all 3 sides congruent is called an equilateral triangle. A triangle with at least 2 congruent sides is called an isosceles triangle. What is the name for a triangle that has no congruent sides? There's the equilateral, the isosceles, and scalene. Scalene is the one we're looking for. Question number 4. This 3-word Latin phrase is the title of an album by Ja Rule. What is this phrase allegedly uttered by Caesar after his victory at the Battle of Zela, which means, I came, I saw, I conquered? I came, I saw, I conquered, or Veni, Vidi, Vici. Okay, when I record these trivia quizzes, it's usually pretty early in the morning, so maybe the lack of sleep was why I found it so funny. But one of my favorite comments ever was from Sklag1, and he said rather than Veni, Vidi, Vici, he said Veni, Vidi, Velcro. I came, I saw, I stuck around. And that made me laugh, so that will be my Latin phrase for the next few months. I'll be saying that every chance I get. Alright, question number 5. Her character was Queen Amidala's decoy in The Phantom Menace. What is the name of this actress whose other films include Bend It Like Beckham, Pirates of the Caribbean, and King Arthur? We're looking for the name of the actress. Bend It Like Beckham. Her name was Keira Knightley. Question number 6. On a 2000 album, they sang about a last beautiful girl and a mad season. One of their albums is titled More Than You Think You Are. What is this American rock band formed in Orlando, Florida that has a number in their name? The answer is Matchbox 20. Question number 7. After a devastating defeat in battle in July of 1588, it was forced to sail around Scotland and Ireland instead of the quicker route through the English Channel. What was the name given to this fleet of ships sent by King Philip II? King Philip II, the King of Spain, sent the Spanish Armada? Question number 8. This term means intensity of effect, a large army or a group of armed men such as police, or to compel someone to do something. What is the name of this quantity that, according to Newton's second law, is equal to mass times acceleration? You've got 4 definitions there. Each one of them works perfectly for the word force. Force is the answer. Question number 9. Army and Navy used to be members. All of the current members have a traditional shield emblem. What is this league of prestigious colleges, which includes Harvard and Yale, named for a plant that is found growing on their walls? We're looking for the name of this league. It includes Harvard and Yale. It is the Ivy League. Question number 10. Portrayed on film by actors like Robert Downey Jr., Eddie Murphy, and Rex Harrison, what literary character created by Hugh Lofting lived in Puddleby-on-the-Marsh, was given a push-me-pull-you, and could talk to animals? The answer is Dr. Dolittle. Question number 11. Often referred to as the math of chance, what is the branch of mathematics that deals with uncertainty and would be used to define the ratio of the number of favorable outcomes to the number of possible outcomes? We're looking for the math of chance. What is this branch of mathematics? The ratio of the number of favorable outcomes to the number of possible outcomes, that's figured out with probability. Question number 12. The Richter scale is used to measure the severity of earthquakes, and the Fujita scale measures the intensity of tornadoes. What is the name of the scale in geology that measures the hardness of rocks and other minerals? It measures the hardness of rocks. The answer is the Mohs scale. Mohs. Question number 13. The movie Napoleon Dynamite was filmed there. What is the name of this U.S. state whose largest cities are Pocatello and Boise, and is well known for growing potatoes and having over 70 types of precious gems in its soil? Its official nickname is the Gem State. The answer is Idaho. Question number 14. Founded in May of 1862 by Abraham Lincoln, what United States government department controls the food stamp program, school lunches and breakfasts, and meat and poultry inspection? We're looking for the name of the United States government department. This department is the Department of Agriculture. Question number 15. In 1922, an English archaeologist named Howard Carter and his patron, Lord Carnarvon, discovered one of the richest finds in history. After years of research and work in the field, what did these two men find? They were the men who first found the tomb of King Tut. Question number 16. Although similar examples of the device existed and were used before then, to rid their nation of the monarchy during the Reign of Terror, French revolutionaries popularized what instrument of execution? It existed before then, but people really associate it with the Reign of Terror. This instrument of execution was the guillotine. Question number 17. Equal air pressure is controlled inside and outside the human body by means of a tube connecting the inner ear with the throat. What is the name of this channel? Connects the inner ear to the throat and controls the air pressure in the body. The answer is the eustachian tube. Question number 18. If you sailed from Trieste to Corfu, you would cross the Adriatic Sea. What is the name of the sea that you would be crossing if you went from Helsinki to Copenhagen? We're looking for the name of the sea if you went from Helsinki to Copenhagen. The answer is the Baltic Sea. Question number 19. The most translated author from his country and the second most translated author in the world behind Shakespeare, what French author's works include A Trip to the Moon, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and Around the World in 80 Days? The answer is Jules Verne. And question 20. The first and last letters of the alphabet most of the world now uses are the letter A and the letter Z. What are the first and last letters of the Greek alphabet? I need both the first and last letters of the Greek alphabet. From A to Z or from Alpha to Omega? Alpha and Omega are the answers. That wraps up the first 20 questions of today's quiz. There is a question 21 tiebreaker at the end of this episode if you need to stick around for that. And if you like this type of trivia, if you like this format of trivia, subscribe to us here on YouTube. We have almost 16,000 subscribers and we have over 1,500 trivia quizzes, and we're putting new quizzes out all the time. So subscribe here on YouTube, follow along on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and let's get ready for question 21, the tiebreaker for today. Whoever gets closest to the right answer is going to win the point. Among his 154 sonnets, some exceptions do exist, such as Sonnet 99, Sonnet 126, and Sonnet 145, which is written in iambic tetrameter. Typically, though, how many lines are in the single stanza iambic pentameter sonnets that were written by Shakespeare? Typically, sonnets have 14 lines. Whichever player got closest to 14 is going to win the point. And if there was a tie after question 20, whoever just won the point just won the whole game. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, and we will catch you on the next trip.